I think really good interviews, they elicit some sort of emotion. You feel something when that person is talking about whatever they're talking about.
I would say my insider secret when I conduct interviews is just to listen.
The power of listening. I think you can go into an interview and you can have your list of questions, but I think you also have to go in with the mindset of not knowing where it's going to go.
I've done many interviews where I've been thinking about what's my next question, and you miss the very thing that they said that's right in front of you. So if you are a good listener, you will be a good interviewer.
You should have a plan when you go into an interview, but usually that plan goes right out the window the minute that subject opens his or her mouth. And you gotta be ready for that.
You can kind of take the interview wherever you want it to go. There can be some natural follow-ups that come with that. Having an outline beforehand helps, and kind of memorizing where that's gonna go will help you with the storytelling.
I want the audience to learn something new about the subject, about the person, about the event that they did not know before the interview started.
I'm talking to a human being, I'm not talking to a camera. I think that's a very important part of making people just kind of like relaxed and hey, we're just having a conversation.
Always know your audience and know the person that you're interviewing. So you want to be able to help your viewer along, and the person that you're interviewing should help tell that part of the story.
Really think about, for each of your questions, not just what you're asking, but what you think the answer will be. If you think it through, then you can also anticipate the follow-ups. And I think follow-ups are the key to any good interview.
If I'm doing a story and it's in a primarily Spanish-speaking area, and I think that there is an interview that really captures the story well, I'll translate it on the English side.
Keep your questions very short and focus like a laser on the reality of the people you're interviewing.
One thing that I do in almost any interview is at the end of the interview, I will ask, is there anything that you want to add? I just find that it can actually bring out some of the most interesting nuggets. It's something that maybe you didn't even think to ask them.
If I'm talking to someone and they all of a sudden get emotional, give it a beat. Let them take a moment to gather themselves, and also maybe even lean in. No, I'm here with you. I understand this is, a difficult topic to talk about, but I think this is something people really are going to be interested to learn about.
You talk to people who were directly involved, whether they're soldiers or witnesses or victims of a war crime, and you hear their stories in the place where the incidents took place. It's the oldest, and I would say still the most pure form of journalism you can find.
These are just your neighbors and your friends and your family, and they represent people in your own community, making sure that you're addressing news and addressing questions from a stance of humanity. For me, that always gets the best answer.
I think in any good interview, there are exceptions to the rule. There should be a smile at some point. There should be maybe even a chuckle, a laughter. The times in which we live are so heavy. Like, there should be a moment in every interview where you can smile. You can just be normal.